Hey, Colin, receiver here. Today is Friday, February 22nd. And as promised from yesterday, I'm going to talk today about localized search results and what it means for you, what it means for your patients, what we're seeing dentists running into as far as problems with checking their own search results with the localization and the personalization that Google and Bing are doing right now. In the good old days, you could go out to Google and you could search for yourself and you could see where you're ranking at. And to a degree, you can still do that today. As I mentioned, talked a little bit about yesterday with the blending of search results. Search engine ranking reports really don't matter anymore. Not that they really ever mattered, because search engine ranking shouldn't matter to a dentist really at all. It's an okay metric to look at for, I'm doing good or I'm doing bad or I'm on the right track. But if you're not tracking phone calls, if you're basing all your success on your search engine ranking reports, man, I'd be really concerned. But with the blending of search results, like I talked about yesterday, search engine ranking reports have really just completely gone out the door. They hold no value. They have no purpose anymore. With localization and personalization of search results, what Google is doing is you used to be able to go out and search for, say, Santa Cruz dentist, and a dentist in Santa Cruz, California, a dentist in Salem, Washington, a dentist in Chicago, Illinois, a dentist in Florida would all see the same organic search results appearing for those searches. Now, of course, the AdWords results are tailored based on location, but that's not what we're discussing here. We're talking about only the organic results. And nowadays, what we're seeing is not only are the paid results, which have always been tailored based on location, we're also seeing the organic results and, with the blending of the search engines, the local and AdWords Express results that are also being tailored based on the location of the searcher. The search engines, Google and Microsoft Bing, are getting increasingly adept at pinpointing somebody's location, whether it's you're on your cell phone and they're using your GPS transceiver, or they're even phones that do not have GPS. If you've been on Google Maps in the last 2 or 3 years, for phones that do not have GPS, Google Maps offers a triangulation feature. If you ever watched NCIS or those cop mystery shows on TV where they, find the killer before he kills anybody, and they have those little antennas on the top of their vehicle as they're driving around trying to find somebody on their cell phone. Same principle. They are triangulating based on signal strength between the cell towers to locate your position within some cases, a couple dozen meters. If there's several towers in the area that they can triangulate from. If you're in a rural area and there's only a couple towers around, they may be only to pinpoint your area within a half mile, radius of the tower if you're only within receiving range of one tower. So they know where you're at on your cell phone. With computers, of course, they have your IP address. They know where you're at to a certain degree. And they are tailoring these search results to where you are and what they think is the best content to deliver to you. You really have to put yourself in Google's shoes, spin the table. Google's just trying to make money, and they are testing. They are the king of the split test. They are going to find every possible way to deliver the best possible results to their customer, and their customer is you or your patients, the person searching. They want to deliver the best possible results to them because that's how they make money. If they started delivering crap results, people would stop searching. They'd go to other search engines. This is why Google controls 80% of the U.S. market share of searching, because they're the best. So when you're searching for yourself and, maybe you drive 15, 20, 30 minutes home at night and you're on the computer late at night, kids are in bed, whatever the case, and you're checking out your search engine ranking for yourself, keep in mind that if you've driven away from your office, if you're not in the area, even if you're right down the road, if it's a major metropolitan area, Google is localizing those search results. Now, talking about personalization of search results, also make sure when you're searching that you are logged out of your Google profile. In the top right-hand corner, if it has your account up there in the corner, you're logged in, and Google is actually personalizing search results based on your past history. You can go into your Google account and pull up all your history forever for your past searching. And if Google sees that you've clicked on this website before, you've searched for Chicago implant dentist in 10 times in the past 6 months, and every time you click on your own website, Google knows, hey, I need to deliver this result again, and they're going to deliver that to you. So make sure you're logged out. I would go so far even as to clear your cookies, maybe even do like a private browsing session in Chrome, because without a doubt, Google's doing everything they can to monetize their customers right now. And cookies. There's been a lot of research data on tracking browsers without even using cookies. Think of your fingerprint, the ID that your computer has, the browser, the version, the type of plugins you have, the fingerprint of your browser without using any cookies, without using any kind of tracking system, strictly only looking at the type of browser and computer that you have when you're accessing their website, has been proven to be unique. Like 1 out of 300,000 was the study that was done a couple years back. So even if you're logged out, you clear your cookies, Google and the search engines can still practically uniquely identify you just based on the fingerprint of your computer. I would go so far as to tell you to pull out your iPad or a device you haven't used before. Go down to Starbucks if you really want to get a fair sampling of your search results to the average person. Because of personalization and localization, you practically have to be kind of crazy about it these days. So that gives you kind of a overview of where things are at with that regard in the search engines these days. So take care. Have a great weekend. Catch you next week.